One summer moment can change a child's life. Through Toys for Tots Give and Go initiative, your support provides books, games, toys, and outdoor adventures that spark curiosity, creativity, and a love of nature. Whether it's fishing, learning a new sport, reading under a tree, or playing with friends, these moments build confidence and lifelong memories. For too many children, those moments never come. You can help change that this summer. Visit toysfortots.org. Toys for Tots, delivering hope beyond the holidays.
Sunday morning. Well, 4th of July weekend. What's going up in the skies? Well, Steve Cates is with us, Dr. Sky. Steve, I always enjoy talking to you because I don't have to worry about the wars in Russia, Iran. I don't have to worry about any hurricanes coming to New York. I could dream about Mars. I could dream about the moon. You tell us what you want to talk about on the 4th of July weekend.
Well, John, good morning and happy July. Happy post-4th of July and America's great 250th anniversary celebration. But, John, we don't talk about those things. We go otherworldly. So let's begin. The sun this week has been in the news, this past week, I should say. Another major sunspot group, gigantic, John, about the distance of the Earth to the moon. Why is this so important? Because sunspot cycle 25, by many people's estimation, is supposed to be winding down. No, it's not. And if we get more of those X-flares, that's not good for our health, at least from the world of space and the world of satellites. And the big one is these CMEs. They're called coronal mass ejections. That's the real humdinger. They travel at about 3 million miles an hour. And that's the proton storm that affects the satellites and can maybe make our GPS go crazy. So it's not over with this solar cycle by any means.
Well, I mean, there's so many things going on. I don't know. I don't know if how do they used to say it? Cry or why or whatever else. I mean, what else you have to talk about this Sunday morning, this 4th of July weekend?
Well, John, there's a strange radio signal that's coming from the center of the Milky Way. And before we jump on being part of alien technology, which is all the conversation in the world, a big radio telescope in Australia has identified a new strange type of radio signal. They're these two dwarf stars. Now, why is this important? Because a larger red dwarf has material pulled off to this tiny little pulsar-type white dwarf. And what it's doing is so incredible. It repeats its radio signal every 1.4 hours, and this is picked up by some of the most sensitive telescopes. Why is it important? Because we really don't understand why it does that. Many people may say, oh, that's alien technology. You can't rule anything out. But in the world of astronomy, John, that's something that's totally new, and we have a whole new class of objects as we continue to expand our knowledge of the heavens. That's incredible.
It certainly is. People want to know about Mars and the moon. Anything new about those?
Nothing I can report, John, that's going to be, earth-shattering at this point, or Mars-shattering. We do know that the rovers on Mars continue to identify what might be life forms in the sense of organic materials. The moon itself, as we found out, we talked about it a few weeks ago, there's different densities on the surface of the moon. As the Apollo astronauts went around the moon, they noticed these areas, they call them mascons. What does that mean in simple English? It means that there's areas of the moon that may have some hollowness to it, but are not an entirely hollow moon. So those are some amazing things. But we always go and talk about a mystery of the week. Now, this one's off the charts. What are gravitational waves? Now, this is something bizarre. These are invisible fast ripples in what they call the fabric of space-time. They travel at near light speed. This was predicted by Einstein. And when you have two black holes, let's say, that collide, imagine if you had like a smooth pond and you threw rocks in there. So in the world of the areas of astronomy and space, not only do we have electromagnetic energies coming out, but we have these things that are warping space-time. So that sounds really scientific or science fiction if you want to talk about it. So electromagnetic waves in the universe are not the only thing. A couple of people, one of them that I knew, Dr. Kip Thorne, won a Nobel Prize for the detection of these things. So our universe is constantly stretching, and we really don't know, John. It could be the answer of how do you move through space and time for the future. That's incredible stuff. Way above
I was
told
told by some of the secretive persons I know that worked in the in the agencies that were, let's say it in the nicest way I can, they got certain parts of certain aircraft or UPAs that they're trying to reconstruct, that the way those UFOs, it's not fuel, they move on gravitational waves.
It's amazing, John, and I'm sure there is that ongoing investigation. It's just that, again, not to get off subject, you're right on target. We hope to get disclosure on this stuff. But, John, on a more personal note, as we conclude this, as the post-4th of July celebration, America's 250th, we're all proud. In about an hour and a half, this is hard to say because it sounds strange. The Earth is at its farthest position from the sun. We're now 94,502,961 miles away. Go figure, right, John, when you have all the heat that we got right now. So the Earth always in July 5th this year, is farthest from the sun. And the reason is our Earth's orbit is egg-shaped. And why is it so hot? Of course, we know from basic schooling that the Earth is tipped closer to this particular time during summer. So enjoy the heat, or again, stay out of the heat. And we wish everybody the best for Sunday morning.
Well, Dr. Sky, Steve Cates, thank you. And I listened to you last night. You're on Sunday morning and Saturday morning from midnight Friday night to 2 o'clock in the morning Saturday morning, and on till Sunday morning from midnight Saturday night to 2 a.m. Sunday morning. And you keep me up at nights, and thank you for keeping me up because I enjoy those shows.
Well, thank you for the honor to be on Talk Radio 77 WABC, an honor of my life. And thank you, John. A happy Sunday. And again, always remember to keep your eyes to the skies and your feet on the ground. Have a good day.